In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the psychological tactic that political strategists and master manipulators use to control people without them even realizing it. You'll discover why your refusal to acknowledge your own dark desires makes you an easy target, and how to turn this weakness into your greatest strength. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to see through anyone's facade and protect yourself from being played while gaining the ability to influence others with surgical precision. Picture the last time someone told you they don't care about money while secretly checking their bank account 3 times a day on their phone. Watch their face when the check arrives at dinner. Notice how they calculate tips down to the penny while preaching about generosity. This is the psychological blind spot that turns 99% of people into walking targets for anyone smart enough to see what they refuse to admit about themselves. Everyone walks around wearing these righteous masks. They pretend they're above petty human desires. They claim they don't want power or control or recognition. Meanwhile, their actions scream the exact opposite. The guy who says he doesn't care about status drives himself into debt-buying luxury cars. The woman who preaches about helping others steps on everyone climbing the corporate ladder. The politician who rails against corruption has 3 offshore accounts and a yacht. Here's where it gets dangerous for you. The more violently someone denies their selfish motives, the more desperately they crave what they're rejecting. Think about the friend who insists they're not jealous of your success, then subtly undermines you at every opportunity. Consider the co-worker who claims they don't want your promotion while working overtime to sabotage your projects. These people create massive vulnerabilities in themselves because they refuse to acknowledge what drives their behavior. Let me tell you something. Master manipulators understand that you don't. People who refuse to acknowledge their own darkness become slaves to anyone who can see it clearly. When you deny your capacity for greed, ambition, revenge, or control, you become blind to these forces operating around you. You can't defend against what you won't admit exists. You can't spot manipulation when you pretend humans are naturally good and pure. Think about Machiavelli's prince. He never tried to be liked or moral. He simply accepted that power requires ruthless calculation while his enemies clung to their righteous facades. The prince understood human nature at its core. People want power, wealth, influence, and revenge, but most lack the courage to admit it. This created his greatest weapon. The prince would identify nobles who proclaimed their virtue loudest. These were his easiest targets. He'd watch them give speeches about honor and justice, then privately offer them exactly what they claimed to despise: wealth beyond their dreams, influence over their enemies, the chance to destroy rivals while maintaining their public image of righteousness. These nobles fell every single time because they couldn't resist what they supposedly rejected. Modern political strategists use this exact tactic. They target voters who scream loudest about corruption while secretly fantasizing about having that same power themselves. Watch how campaign managers craft messages. They don't appeal to people's stated values. They appeal to hidden resentments and suppressed desires for dominance. The voter who claims to hate dirty politics will vote for the candidate who promises to destroy their political enemies. The citizen who preaches about moral leadership will support whoever offers them a piece of the power they secretly crave. The truth is, when you deny your own capacity for manipulation, selfishness, or ambition, you become defenseless against their influence. You walk through life with your guard down. You trust people at face value. You believe their public personas instead of reading their true motivations. This makes you easy prey for anyone who's honest about human nature and willing to exploit it. Your co-workers who claim they don't play office politics are often the most dangerous players in the game. Your friends who insist they're not competitive are usually the ones sabotaging your relationships and opportunities. Your business partners who preach about ethical practices are frequently the ones cutting deals behind your back. You miss these threats because you refuse to acknowledge that people, including yourself, are capable of deception and self-interest. The hidden rule that controls everything is this: whoever acknowledges their darkness first gains power over everyone still pretending to be pure. When you accept your capacity for selfishness, manipulation, and ambition, you develop psychological radar for these qualities in others. You stop being surprised by betrayal. You start seeing hidden agendas before they destroy you. You recognize manipulation attempts while others fall for them completely. This creates the foundation for ultimate psychological control because you can see what others refuse to admit about themselves. You understand their real motivations while they remain trapped in denial. You can predict their behavior because you know what they actually want versus what they claim to want. Most importantly, you can offer them what they secretly crave while maintaining plausible deniability about your own intentions. The moment you stop lying to yourself about your own dark desires is the moment you become untouchable. You'll see through everyone else's lies while they remain blind to yours. Their denial becomes your advantage. Their self-deception becomes your weapon. Start by admitting one selfish motive you've been denying. Maybe you actually do want that promotion more than you care about fairness. Maybe you do resent your successful friend. Watch how clearly you can suddenly read the people around you once you acknowledge what drives you. Master this rule, and you'll never be played again. Miss it, and you'll spend your life as someone else's pawn. So there it is, the truth about owning your dark desires. Once you stop hiding from yourself, you'll start seeing through everyone else. That's real power. If this hit home, smash that like button and subscribe for more raw insights on mastering your mind and navigating life's games. Drop a comment below. Tell me one truth you've been avoiding. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, stay sharp.